Mazda has just dropped the Vision Cross Coupe concept at the 2025 Tokyo Motor Show, and it's powered by a twin-rotor turbocharged PHEV powertrain.
In October 2025, the spotlight of the Japan Mobility Show in Tokyo turned sharply toward Mazda. There, before a crowd of reporters and industry analysts, Mazda dropped a bombshell: new rotary engines that will destroy the electric vehicle industry. Mazda unveiled two concept vehicles that signaled not just a revival, but a reinvention: the Vision X-COUPE and Vision X-Compact, both powered by a next-generation rotary hybrid system. For a brand whose name is inseparable from icons like the RX-7 and RX-8, the moment carried the weight of history and the thrill of disruption. This is the brand's boldest gamble yet. Today, we'll look at it up close. Mazda Vision X-COUPE, flagship of the Rotary revival, unveiled at the Japan Mobility Show 2025 in Tokyo on October the 28th. 2025, the Mazda Vision X-COUPE marks a pivotal moment in Mazda Motor Corporation's evolving identity. Long celebrated for its rotary engine heritage, Mazda used the event to showcase not nostalgia, but a forward-looking vision, one where engineering tradition meets electrified innovation. Introduced alongside the smaller Vision X-Compact, the X-COUPE stood as the flagship of the company's new performance philosophy, embodying the theme of the exhibition: the joy of driving fuels a sustainable tomorrow. The car represents not only Mazda's latest design statement, but also its most technically ambitious attempt yet to integrate rotary performance within a modern, low-emission hybrid system. Physically, the Vision X-COUPE establishes a commanding presence. It measures 5,050 millimeters in length, 1,995 millimeters in width, and 1,480 millimeters in height, riding on a wheelbase of 3,080 millimeters. Mazda's design team in Hiroshima developed it to express strength and elegance simultaneously, blending a long hood, muscular haunches, and a sweeping roofline that falls gracefully into a tapered rear. This proportion reflects the next stage of Mazda's Kodo, Soul of Motion, design philosophy, first introduced in 2010. Where early Kodo forms captured motion through tension and curve, the X-COUPE's surfaces are smoother, with reduced visual noise. The company describes the result as motion in calm. It is an evolution that merges aerodynamics with emotional artistry. The coupe's form minimizes drag through integrated airflow management, a wide stance, and precisely contoured panels, while still retaining the athletic posture that defines Mazda's performance lineage. Underneath its sculpted body, the Vision X-COUPE conceals Mazda's most advanced rotary-based powertrain to date. The car employs a twin-rotor rotary turbo engine combined with one or more electric motors and a high-capacity battery pack to form a plug-in hybrid system. According to Mazda's official figures released during the Tokyo presentation, the total system output reaches 510 PS, equivalent to approximately 375 kilowatts. This marks a dramatic increase over the company's last production rotary sports car, the RX-8, which produced just 232 PS from a naturally aspirated 1.3-litre unit. In electric-only mode, the Vision X-COUPE offers an estimated driving range of about 160 kilometers, enabled by next-generation lithium-ion batteries. When the rotary engine operates in concert with the battery, the combined range extends to nearly 800 kilometers, figures that position the concept competitively against current plug-in hybrids and even some long-range EVs. Traditional piston engines require multiple moving parts, complex reciprocating motion, and occupy significant engine bay space. In contrast, the twin-rotor design achieves comparable power output in a far smaller volume. Mazda's engineers exploited this advantage by shortening the front overhang and shifting the cabin slightly rearward, creating near-perfect weight distribution and a notably low center of gravity. The engine's inherent balance also reduces vibration, contributing to a quieter and more refined hybrid operation. In this system, the electric motor provides instantaneous torque at low speeds, while the rotary engine delivers high RPM performance, blending the immediacy of electrification with the sensory thrill thrill of combustion. The result, according to Mazda's technical briefings, is a layered power delivery that can alternate seamlessly between silent EV cruising and energetic, high-revving engagement. Inside the cabin, the Vision X-COUPE continues Mazda's focus on the driver's connection to the machine, a philosophy the company calls Jimba Ittai, or horse and rider as one. The cockpit wraps around the driver with minimalist precision, prioritizing visibility, tactile control, and feedback. The steering wheel, pedals, and seating are all aligned along a single central axis, maintaining Mazda's principle of driver-centric ergonomics. Materials blend sustainable fabrics with fine metals, reflecting the car's balance between tradition and innovation. Concept displays replace conventional instrument clusters, projecting information with three-dimensional depth while minimizing distraction. The interior's layout also benefits from the Rotary engine's reduced size. Because the power unit occupies less longitudinal space, designers could lower the dash, lengthen the cabin, and optimize sightlines without compromising structure or safety. Mazda's development of the Rotary engine as part of this hybrid platform is not a sentimental gesture, but a calculated technological strategy. In 2023, the company reintroduced the Rotary as a range extender generator in the MX-30 REV crossover, gaining valuable data on emissions control, thermal management, and hybrid integration. Building on that foundation, the Vision X-COUPE's two-rotor unit represents the next generation of that technology. Mazda confirms that it is working toward full compliance with Euro 7 and US LEV emissions standards, employing direct fuel injection, improved rotor sealing, and advanced catalytic aftertreatment. The engine is also designed to operate on carbon-neutral fuels derived from microalgae, part of Mazda's long-term research partnership with Japanese energy firms such as Euglena. But wait, there's another Mazda Vision Compact, urban evolution of Rotary hybrid technology. Whereas the coupe leans toward performance and drama, the X-Compact version presents a vision of urban and touring mobility rooted in practicality, hybrid technology, and a human-centered driving experience. Measuring 3,825 mm in length, 1,795 mm in width, and 1,470 mm in height, riding on a wheelbase of 2,515 mm, the car is scaled for city contexts while still reflecting Mazda's design language and technology direction. Under its hood, though hood is almost metaphorical, given the compact packaging, the Vision X Compact employs the same twin-rotor Rotary hybrid powertrain architecture featured in its sibling, a two-rotor Rotary engine paired with an electric motor and battery pack. Mazda's announcement emphasized that this system is scaled for efficiency rather than outright performance, meaning the configuration is tuned for everyday usability, urban agility, and lower fuel emissions demands rather than maximal output. While Mazda did not disclose a specific horsepower figure for the X-Compact in the unveiling, the fact that the architecture mirrors the more powerful coupe layout suggests the compact has access to the same fundamentals of Rotary electric synergy, albeit prioritized for efficiency, refinement, and city tour capability rather than pure sport. The profile retains a long hood silhouette relative to its size, yet the ultra-compact dimensions mark a clear departure toward a nimble city machine. Rear haunches, flowing surfaces, and a low roofline combine to give the car a sense of motion even when stationary. Inside, the cabin is conceived for tour and urban use, space-efficient and ergonomically refined. Because the Rotary engine remains compact, the front overhang and power unit packaging allow for a more efficient layout. The driver seating position sits closer to the center of the vehicle. The hood line is lowered, and the front axle more closely aligns with the passenger cabin, aiding both handling dynamics and interior volume. In terms of engineering focus, the Vision X Compact highlights several important elements of Mazda's future mobility strategy. The compact Rotary unit's small footprint plays a pivotal role. By inheriting a smaller engine bay, Mazda can optimize weight distribution, place mass lower in the chassis, and free up cabin space. This capability is crucial for a touring hybrid setup where ride quality, responsiveness, and everyday usability matter as much as speed. Equally, the hybrid system enables electric-only driving in urban zones, reducing tailpipe emissions and allowing quieter operation when desired. Mazda's overarching message at the 2025 show emphasized the brand's commitment to the joy of driving fuels a sustainable tomorrow 2035, meaning the Vision X Compact is not merely a concept of size reduction, but a blueprint for how hybrid rotary systems could be scaled across future models beyond the niche sports car segment. From a practical perspective, the Vision X Compact embodies a strategic shift. Rotary hybrid technology is no longer confined to flagship sports models, but presented as a scalable architecture. Mazda has publicly communicated that the rotary engine will serve multiple roles, whether as the main propulsion source, as a generator in extended-range hybrids, or as a compact power unit in electric hybrid mixes. The X Compact underlines this dual use. Whilst the Coupe targets high output and performance, the Compact emphasizes adaptability, efficiency, and versatility in daily mobility. Another noteworthy feature of the X Compact concept is its human-machine interface augmentation. Mazda describes the model as integrating human sensory digital model and empathetic AI. Mazda's aim is to create emotionally engaging vehicles that suit both city commuting and longer tours. The adapted drivetrain and compact form are thus complemented by interior experience innovations, such as voice interaction systems, destination suggestion logic, and driver engagement technologies that reflect Mazda's belief that mobility will evolve not only mechanically, but as an emotional tool. The Vision X Compact plays a crucial bridging role. While full-battery EVs dominate headlines, Mazda's multi-solution approach anticipates scenarios where internal combustion rotary hybrids offer compelling alternatives based on packaging, weight, responsiveness, and driving feel. The X Compact's emphasis on a smaller vehicle platform means it could enter markets where EV charging infrastructure is underdeveloped, or where lightweight, efficient hybrids are more cost-effective. Moreover, by scaling a shared rotary electric architecture, Mazda can achieve economies of scale, spread development costs, and deliver rotary hybrid vehicles in diverse segments, from compact hatchbacks to touring sedans, not just niche sports cars. Rotary engine, technical, and strategic significance. The compact physical footprint of the rotary engine has long been one of its greatest technical advantages, and Mazda Motor Corporation is explicitly exploiting this in its modern hybrid and electrification strategies. Since the relaunch of the dedicated RE development group on February 1st, 2024, composed of 36 engineers working in Mazda's Powertrain Technology Development Department in Hiroshima, Mazda has emphasized that the rotary engine's small volume and high power density make it ideal for integration into electrified architectures, compared with a conventional piston engine, which may require a long engine bay, complex accessory systems, and larger ancillary space. A twin-rotor rotary unit can deliver substantial output in less space, enabling Mazda's designers and packaging engineers to reduce front-end mass, shorten the engine compartment overhang, and shift the cabin rearward to create a more balanced chassis. This compactness directly contributes to lower moments of inertia around the front axle and a lower center of gravity. These are key drivers of handling precision that Mazda has long insisted are part of its joy of driving DNA. Mazda's revival of the rotary engine is central to its multi-solution electrification policy, announced in March 2025 under its lean asset strategy. This approach emphasizes shared production lines and reduced investment across both combustion and electric vehicles. The rotary's compactness enables lightweight hybrid and range extender systems, avoiding the mass of full EV battery packs. Mazda's earlier MX-30 eSkyActiv REV proved this by using a small single-rotor generator with a 17.8 kilowatt-hour battery to extend electric range efficiently. In its 2024 joint announcement with Toyota and Subaru, Mazda confirmed that future rotary units will run on carbon-neutral fuels such as e-fuels, biofuels, and possibly liquid hydrogen, targeting compliance with Euro 7 and USLE v4 Tier 4 standards. Engineering improvements, such as advanced sealing, better thermal insulation, and rotary-specific direct injection, will further reduce emissions and boost efficiency. Integrated into hybrid systems, the Rotary will operate mostly at optimal load points, avoiding inefficient low-speed use. Mazda envisions the Rotary as a multi-role engine, adaptable for sports cars, hybrid generators, or range extender EVs. The company plans a Rotary-powered production model by around 2035, previewed through the Vision X-COUPE and Vision X-Compact, reaffirming a long-term commitment to hybridized Rotary performance, and efficiency data. The Mazda Vision X-COUPE represents the company's most ambitious hybrid concept to date, combining a twin-rotor rotary turbo engine with an electric motor and battery. The system delivers a maximum output of 375 kilowatts, nearly double the amount produced by the RX-8, with its 1.3-litre Renesas rotary engine. This fusion of high-revving rotary performance and electrification reflects Mazda's goal to preserve driving excitement while embracing efficiency. The hybrid architecture allows the electric motor to provide instant torque for low-speed responsiveness, while the rotary engine contributes high RPM power and functions as a generator or propulsion source, achieving an EV-only range of approximately 160 kilometers and a combined range of up to 800 kilometers. The Rotary's compact size benefits chassis dynamics, enabling a shorter front overhang, optimized weight distribution, and a low center of gravity, consistent with Mazda's traditional 50-50 balance philosophy. This design approach supports the Jinba Itai driving feel, emphasizing harmony between driver and machine. Efficiency is further enhanced by operating the rotary engine in its optimal load range and employing technologies like mobile carbon capture, combined with carbon-neutral fuels, which Mazda claims could reduce carbon dioxide emissions by up to 90%. Battery integration leverages a medium-capacity lithium-ion pack, reminiscent of the MX-30 ESKYA CTI VREV, enabling electric-only driving while keeping weight lower than full EVs. Although full consumption and torque data remain unreleased, the Vision X-COUPE's publicly stated specifications indicate Mazda's strategy, a lightweight, balanced hybrid system that delivers both high performance and substantial efficiency, offering a potential bridge between legacy rotary heritage and a sustainable electrified future. Mazda's broader vision, the Rotary in an electrified future. Mazda Motor Corporation's broader vision for the rotary engine in an electrified future is built on the principle that this historic power unit should serve complementarily with electric systems rather than compete against them. In its Multi-Solution Briefing 2025, Mazda states that the years leading up to 2030 represent the dawn of electrification, and that the company intends to deploy a range of products, including hybrids, plug-in hybrids, and battery EVs, to match regional energy infrastructure and customer needs. The rotary engine is positioned within this strategy as a core component of Mazda's ambition to preserve its driving joy DNA while pursuing carbon neutrality across its operations and supply chain by 2050. The role that Mazda envisions for the rotary engine is multifaceted. First, it is intended as a niche performance enthusiast technology, a signature expression of Mazda's heritage, compact and high-revving, that appeals to those who prioritize the sensory thrill of driving. Second, it is conceived as a technological bridge between internal combustion and full electric adoption. By serving as a hybrid drive unit or range extender, the Rotary enables a transitional phase rather than forcing immediate full battery electrification. For example, on January 13, 2023, Mazda revealed the Mazda MX-30 ESKYA CTIV REV in Europe, a series plug-in hybrid in which a single rotor engine functions solely as a generator alongside a 17.8 kilowatt-hour battery. Third, the Rotary is envisaged as a lightweight generator solution in electric-driven vehicles. Its compact dimensions and high power density make it well suited to serve for range extension or as a serial hybrid power unit when large battery packs are impractical. Mazda has explicitly described the Rotary engine as ideal size to be used as a generator in electrified models in a February 5, 2024 announcement. From a strategic viewpoint, the Rotary hybrid design offers tangible advantages in terms of weight and range. Mazda argues that by combining a small, compact Rotary engine with a medium-capacity battery, rather than a massive battery pack alone, vehicles can achieve extended driving range without the full mass penalty of long-range EVs. This, in turn, may challenge the perception that high performance and efficiency are exclusive to full EV architecture. Mazda's application of this approach suggests vehicles that deliver electric mode usage for everyday driving, yet retain combustion support for long-distance or high-performance use. In its 2023 investor briefing, Mazda revealed its commitment to a multi-solution approach for regions with varied power infrastructure, recognizing that full battery EV uptake may not be universal by 2030. On the cost and resource efficiency front, Mazda's Rotary strategy could help reduce dependence on critical minerals such as lithium, nickel, and cobalt, all of which are emphasized in the supply chains of large battery EV systems. By using a smaller battery and leveraging a compact combustion unit, Mazda suggests vehicle costs may be lower compared to premium long-range EVs, while still delivering a compelling experience. Although Mazda has not published detailed cost figures, references in its lean asset strategy highlight the need to optimize investment and asset utilization in the age of electrification. In terms of market disruption scenarios, Mazda is not claiming that Rotary hybrids will replace EVs, but rather that they could carve out a distinctive niche in the sports performance hybrid and range extender EV markets. For instance, while vehicles like the Porsche Taycan or the Tesla Roadster emphasize full battery high-performance EV architecture, Mazda's strategy could position a Rotary hybrid model as a serious alternative for enthusiasts seeking performance, lightweight, and a unique driving character. The Rotary engine in this context is not designed to overthrow the EV industry, but to provide an alternative pathway that blends emotional driving appeal, engineering heritage, and modern efficiency objectives. That said, the environmental reality check is important. Rotary hybrid systems will still emit carbon dioxide, and as emission regulations tighten globally, especially in the mid-2030s, such vehicles will face increased scrutiny. For example, Mazda updated its roadmap on September 30th, 2025, to revise its interim carbon dioxide emissions reduction target for fiscal year March 2031 to a 46% reduction from fiscal year March 2014 levels. Meanwhile, full battery EVs have clearer access to zero-emission zones and policy incentives in many jurisdictions. This means that while the Rotary may influence markets where charging infrastructure is still weak, or where weight and materials costs are especially critical, its global impact will likely be geographically varied and complementary rather than dominant. On the perception front, Mazda's continued development of the Rotary engine reinforces a narrative that internal combustion innovation is not over. Mazda's February 1st, 2024 announcement of the rebirth of its RE development group in Hiroshima reaffirmed its intention to evolve Rotary engines for the electrification age, not as a nostalgic token, but as a forward-looking power unit compatible with carbon-neutral fuels, hybridization, and future architectures. This may well influence other automakers, such as Toyota Motor Corporation, Subaru Corporation, and BMW AG, to revisit small displacement hybrid performance engines or range extender architectures of their own, particularly in regions where full EV penetration is slower or where lightweight sports cars remain viable. Mazda's twin-rotor hybrid concept and broader roadmap thus represent a reimagining of combustion performance in an electrified age. The company has framed the Rotary engine not as a relic, but as a strategic asset within its multi-solution electrification framework, a means to preserve its driving joy DNA while meeting targets for carbon neutrality by 2050 and achieving factory neutrality by 2035. Well, that's it for now. Thanks for watching. Did you like this video? If you did, please consider liking, dropping a comment, and hitting the subscribe button so that you don't miss out on our new uploads. Also, don't miss this video you see on your screen right now. It's truly unbelievable.